they were determined from the first minute. If you saw it, there was a head clash, wasn't it? Their captain Dawson
Yeah,
clashed, and he had a bandage on his head afterwards.
yeah.
It was a sign of their intent to take the game to Palace, and they did. They were the better team in all departments,
They
which is
were.
staggering when you think of a Premier League team against a non-league team. So
Mm.
yes, a disappointing result for Palace. Yeah.
And did you read about how he got to own the team, the owner?
Well, yeah, what I heard him say was he was out on some sort of bender,
Yeah.
and I think he said he was at risk of losing his wife, his marriage, his home, and all that. But he decided to buy the team because Macclesfield Town became defunct. Of course, they went bust, and Macclesfield is just Macclesfield. It's not Macclesfield Town anymore. It's a different entity altogether. But yeah,
Mm.
that's what I read, that he bought the team and really it turned his life around.
He did, yeah. He said he went on he said he went on an online bender. He saw it on Rightmove. He saw
Yeah,
it advertised on Rightmove and he
yeah,
bought it.
right move.
I was thinking,
Yeah,
that's like winning the
incredible.
lottery.
But that again, that's a bit like that was, you could say that was fated to happen. Now, it probably wasn't. These things, coincidences or things like that happen in life, and it's very easy to say, well, that was definitely meant to be. I think some things are meant to be, whether we like it or not. We can't change some things, but that may not be one of them. But yeah, all credit to him. If it turned his life around and, he got this team together and, look at them now. They're getting the second Premier League team to their little ground. They've become famous in the way that other teams in the past, like Sutton, which is not very far from me, really, Sutton, they used to be quite giant killing. They beat Coventry once, and they had a very good result against Leeds, and that's always been one of the giant killing acts that the TV companies refer to. But of course,
Mm.
now, shamefully, it's going to be Crystal Palace losing to Macclesfield. But just to end that on a positive note,
Yeah.
no one can ever take away the fact that Palace, that we did win the FA Cup last year in great circumstances, not against anybody, but against Manchester City, and then beat Liverpool to win the Community Shield. So,
Yeah.
yeah, great, great, great time for Palace 2025. And
Yeah.
I think we'll get past this and hopefully, once we've sorted out, because the new stand is about to begin as well. So that will lift people's spirits to see that develop. What
Yeah.
will happen with the manager or the captain is yet to be seen, of course.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't, it's not a testament to Palace's strength, that game on Saturday. It was just complacency. It's something,
It
something
was.
complacent,
Yeah.
that happened. And they got taken by surprise. Because I was watching the game from the start and I thought Palace gonna win this. And I thought this Macclesfield's playing really well, but it's
Mm.
gonna be one of those ones where, oh, they played well, but they lost. And even the owner, when he was interviewed at halftime, he said, "Well, he said we might not win this game, but at least we give it our best shot." And
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the surprise when they actually
Yeah.
won. Yeah. Anyway, we've got about 3 minutes to go. So I was just going to quickly talk about Michael Carrick. What do we make of him now? Um,
Yeah. Well, first of all, I would say I always viewed him as a very good footballer, um, almost a bit underrated. I think. I think he's English, and I'm trying to think if he played much for England. I mean, I'm sure he did have England games, but I don't think they were very many. But I don't think they were very many, which surprised me because he was a staunch defender staunch midfielder really at Manchester United. Um, as to his managerial credentials, I can't really recall where he went when he left Manchester United. I know that in recent times he's been at Middlesbrough, and I think he's been doing pretty well. Not enough yet to really give a verdict on his abilities, but that said, I don't think Manchester United would have come for him, even in a caretaker sort of context, unless they felt he could do a job for the rest of the season, which is interesting because they had Darren Fletcher in charge for the last two games, the FA Cup game and the previous league game. And you'd think, and again, he was of the same generation, if you like, as Michael Carrick. You think they could have stuck with him. I mean, he said it was a great honour to be chosen to be a caretaker. So I suppose he just hasn't been a manager, whereas Carrick has. So maybe that is the answer to that. But yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see if Carrick has an impact on the team, a positive impact, because if he does, noticeably so, then I think he'll probably get the job, because you don't get the feeling there's a lot of people lined up in their thinking. If there was, they might have gone for somebody straight away, unless they've kind of talked to someone and said, look, we'll see you at the end of the season. I mean, it probably isn't, but the situation could be like the one Oliver Glasner's in, where he feels, well, I don't want to walk out on Palace till the end of the season. So, but he might, who knows, he might have his own arrangement, which even Palace owners know about, to perhaps go to Manchester United possibly at the end of the season. Now, I don't think it probably would be Glasner, but I think there could be another manager in that position who they can't appoint now for whatever reasons, but they've got a tacit agreement to sign him in the summer. Otherwise, what is it now a thing that clubs, when they sack their manager, actually appoint a caretaker manager, sometimes very often from their own previous staff? So that could be becoming a new way of doing it.
Yeah. And just to say really quickly, he's got two big new fixtures, two big fixtures next, City and Arsenal. So that's going to be interesting to see. Yeah. Anyway, this is all we've got time for. You've been watching and listening to the Football Referee with myself, Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cos.
And me, Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
It's been lovely having you on our show, having you listen to our show. So we'll see you next week. It's a goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. See you next week.
Yeah. Wow.